Hi, and welcome to Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective read today. Now, I have some meditation music going on because the energy that I was feeling today, it felt like a lot of frustration. And so let's just get into it. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and taking a chance on this teeny tiny little tarot channel. All likes, shares, and subscribes are deeply appreciated. And for those who have been here before, not doing any tarot intros, I'm just going to go right into it because I'm trying a new thing. So we're just going to pop right into the reading and see how this all shakes out, really. So, frustration. Sort of, it's one of the reasons why I chose like a meditative track to put on in the background, because I needed to center my own energy because the energy of frustration felt so strong. So we're going to use the small cards to figure out generally what the collective is feeling like going into this reading, and then we'll get some cards as to what actually is causing or where this frustration may be coming from. So let's see. Okay, first card out is I Like You, which is really an interesting card because the last reading I did with a different deck, same deck but different deck in a different color scheme, started out with this I Like You card. So with the frustration that I'm feeling today and this card still coming out, even though the last reading from Friday started with this very same card in a different deck in a different color, but the same card, leads me to believe that this may be a continuation of Friday's. I won't know for sure, but there is some frustration over how something is playing out. I'm hearing that, very specific. I'm hearing someone in the collective from the energetic ether saying, you tell me these beautiful words, but where's the action? Where's the follow through? So the point of frustration that I'm feeling comes from the fact that someone has either made some sort of emotional declaration, or that there is a realization that there is stagnancy within this connection, whatever it may be. It does very much feel like romance. So this might be someone that you're just starting to date. This could be someone that you've been dating for a long time. Or this could be someone that you're, I guess the best term would be situationship, but I don't know if that exactly reflects what it is. It's like a connected energy that maybe you're not together. Take it as it resonates. It's going to make sense to somebody. But the point is, if you're newly dating, if you've been dating for a long time, or you're in this kind of emotional, energetic situationship, the feeling is the same. You're very aware that this person feels some type of way towards you and you feel some type of way towards them. And I don't mean it in like a negative, like they feel some type of way in love, lust, admiration, and you're aware of it, or the person you're connected to is aware of it. But there's a point of frustration. It's like, okay, those are beautiful words. Now what? Now what? Where's the action? Where's the follow through? Where's the showing up? That's what it feels like. So then we have abundance. So, oh man, okay. This may only be for a certain few in the collective. So someone in the connection is saying, yeah, you're saying a lot of beautiful words, but where's the follow through? Where is you showing up? You saying you care about me, but then where's the action? Or you say you'll do a thing, you'll work on something, like someone with some sort of emotional connection to you, or the vice versa, has told you a promise, made a profession of emotion, divulged deep feelings. And whether it's not a deep a declaration of deep feelings, or I promise I'll be better, or I will work harder to be better for myself and for this connection, this relationship, this friendship, this family, whatever it is, it feels like there's frustration as the action still hasn't been taken. And the abundance here is you, collective. I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles. It feels that you all have, this may not be the exact, one-to-one when I say this, but you'll get what I mean when I say you are in an era, an energy, a phase, a chapter of abundance. You're healing. You have a job that you're happy with, a job that provides you money. You have a good house or a comfortable situation. You have a job. You have good family. You have good friends. You have support systems. You have a good sense of self-worth and value and esteem. You are on the path to your highest good, whereas the person keeps feeling like the person that you're waiting on to change, to heal, to get the help that they need, to step forward towards you. I hate to use this word, but I keep hearing they keep failing. They keep disappointing you. And normally, like when you look at these cards, the I like you card and the abundance card, you would normally think these are great cards, but this kind of overarching sense of frustration is the energy of frustration that I've been having this evening before doing this reading, and then coming into this reading and seeing these cards, and rather than being uplifted and excited about these cards, I'm almost like from a collective, I'm feeling, ugh, well then where's the action? That kind of feeling. Let's keep going. Okay, so we have 2 cards. Three cards. So we'll start with this one. This one is heartbroken, deeply hurt. There's a separation. There's a feeling of loss. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, collective. You're frustrated over whoever you are emotionally attached to in a deep way. Again, this could be very much romance, but it also could be someone that, is a very close friend or an important family member. Whatever it is, they've either made a promise to get help or to heal or to work on themselves. And if it's romance, they've said a bunch of beautiful words, but it's hard for me to say this because I don't like to use these kind of words, but in your eyes, they keep failing. They keep falling short. They keep not showing up for themselves and for you. In you, collective, you're working towards your highest good. You're healing. You're growing. You have the things that in your life that are making you happy. You feel like, I'm going to be real. You feel like you're ready to enter a next chapter in your life. Like there's an anticipatory feeling that you're like on the precipice of something great. And yet this frustration that this person, whoever this is, family, friend, potential love, is dragging their feet, and that breaks your heart. And it breaks your heart because when you walk through that door of abundance, the next level of abundance, the next chapter of abundance, they may not be able to come with you. And that's where this frustration is. The frustration is frustration, has a little bit of sprinkle of anger, but it also is sadness. You're starting to realize that you, collective, are ready for the next chapter, and they're dragging their feet and they may not be able to come with you. So then the other cards that we have are Stabbed in the Back, which is, again, heartbreak, pain, separation. And the thing that Stabbed in the Back is a very very strong imagery. This is emotional heartbreak, separation, grieving, mourning. I just heard grieving and mourning what could have been. The stabbed in the back is you really had it on good faith and really believed that this family member, this friend, this potential love would do the work that was necessary to help themselves and to also help your connection with them, to grow together. But again, it's like you feel like you're doing what you want to do, you're doing what's needed to be done, and it's heartbroken that you're starting to realize that the longer they don't do the work, when you're ready to move on to the next chapter of healing, of abundance, that they may not be able to come with you. And that's a severe disappointment based on what they promised. If it was a friend saying, I'm never going to display that behavior again. I'm going to make sure I don't do that. I'm making a concerted effort not to do this again. Or a family member that, needs a little help in the mental health department, said, I will go to counseling, I will do this, I will do that. Or someone that you love that says, I will be in your life, consistency. In all of those situations, they have failed. They have fallen short. They have not met the marker, or not met the promise, not met what they laid out. And that's what's heartbreaking to you. Not only the growing distance between you and them, but the fact that they had promised something that something that they had promised to you, that now, collective, this is what I'm feeling from you. Again, I'm not telling you this is how you should feel or that how you will feel. This is a confirmation of how you are feeling. For those that it resonates, it feels like they reneged on their promise to you. So from an emotional standpoint, you're grieving the potential of what could have been, and it feels like a betrayal because they promised something to you. Regardless of what it is, that's what it feels like. And then we have the runner energy. A runner, fear of intimacy and listening to ego. So this is someone who runs from their problems rather than facing what needs to be faced, rather than looking at their bad habits or addictions or unhealthy attachment styles or anxiety or their propensity to lash out when they're angry, whatever it is, rather than taking accountability for the things that they do, the things that they say, how they've hurt people, how they've sabotaged their own happiness, how they get themselves into the same cycles over and over and over again, and then are sad about the outcome. It's because they keep running from the chance to heal and then are sad over the fact that nothing has changed. It's like that saying, I don't know if it's the exact saying, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I'm going to say an approximation. The approximation is the definition of madness is doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So this person is running from the responsibility of themselves. They're running away from accountability of themselves. And you being in an abundant energy and almost like you've offloaded some hardships. You're really feeling better. You're really feeling like you're growing, and again, I'm hearing you were really hoping that this person would meet you, be there side by side, understand and mirror your progress, but they have fallen short of that because it's hard for them to take accountability. So let's go ahead and get into some tarot. Okay, so what we have here is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And the Knight of Swords is often seen as bringing in the truth really quick or in a very intense way. A lot of people will think or interpret the Knight of Swords as someone bringing in the truth a little recklessly. Some people call it tough love. And I kind of see it somewhere in an in-between vein, but I see it as someone who comes in with a very intense delivery of the truth. And it's not a matter of whether or not they're not considering your feelings, but it's like they're from the standpoint of, look, we've tried all other ways, so let me just put it to you straight. Let me just give you some tough love. Let me just tell it how it is. Let me just tell you about yourself. We've tried it all other ways. This is the only way I can get it through to you, is if I just say it point blank, period, super frank. This is what's going on. And I feel like that is you, collective. I feel like you've tried to have this conversation with whoever this is, friend, family, or potential love, about, their habits, their behavior, their addictions, their tendency to not be consistent, their tendency to pop off or snap or be some type of unfair or even sometimes toxic. You've had that, and you've had enough. And here's the thing. It feels like it's part of your up-leveling, your next level of abundance, is to draw boundaries with this person. Yes, they love you, like you, greatly esteem you, highly respect you. But, sorry about this. I don't know why my computer keeps stopping and starting the recording, but going back to what I was saying, even if this person loves you, likes you, greatly esteems you, you're their best friend, or you're their, someone that they love in a romantic chemistry kind of way, or a family member that they're your favorite aunt, uncle, cousin, sibling. It doesn't matter that they have love. That doesn't excuse the fact that they've made promises, said that they do something, and then they've fallen short to that, and it has disappointed it. It has disappointed you. It has broken your heart, and in some way you feel it as a sense of betrayal because you kept giving them chance after chance to correct whatever it is that they were trying to correct, but they continue to run. They continue to not take responsibility or take accountability. They say that they're doing the work, but when they're faced with it, they run or they fall back into same patterns. And here's where you say, I love you, or you're my best friend, or you're my favorite sister, cousin, uncle, whoever in your family, but I have to draw this boundary with you. I can't keep giving you chance after chance after chance. You said you would do something. You said you would work on something. You said you would change or heal or do better for yourself, treat me better, whatever it is. And they failed you. And so you're like, nope, here's the truth. Let me bring it in real blunt and honest. Not mean, not hurtful, just straightforward and honest, so they can really wrap their head around the fact that you are drawing a healthy new boundary. And again, I'm hearing this is part of your next level ascension toward your highest good. Knowing when to draw boundaries with those that you love the most, because in reality, those that we love the most, it's the hardest to deny them another chance. We keep wanting to give them chances, but they have to want to advocate for themselves. So you're drawing the line in the sand and saying, no, until you can follow through with what you say, until you can treat me better, until you can recognize your own self-worth and help yourself, this is what we're going to do. And you draw that boundary, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain it to you, because again, I'm not telling you how you should feel or what you will feel. I would be confirming how you are feeling. So let's keep going. Okay, so then we have confirmation, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is exactly what I was talking about. The Queen of Swords, in like a traditional Rider Waite, she is holding the sword and she's holding a hand out like this, which is, if you are willing to do the work and meet me on the level and follow through with the things that you say, I have an open hand, ready and willing to move forward together. However, I also have this big effing sword in my hand, which represents strength and boundaries, newly set, newly defined, newly discovered boundaries of myself. So if you're not going to come correct, I have these boundaries that I have set. The Queen of Swords is Aquarian energy, another air energy, so air and air. So you might be dealing with someone in the same sign family, another air sign. The Queen of Swords is someone who has been through some shit, who has really had those moments being dragged through the mud, and yet and gender does not matter. It's just the energy. The Queen has pulled herself up out of some of the deepest trenches and has persevered forward. She has gone through her own shit, and she's learned to fight for herself, advocate for herself, heal herself. And even though she's gone through all that stuff, she's still willing to have an open hand, but only if you come correct, because she has these boundaries. So again, confirmation. Collective, you are finding new power in as you move towards your greatest good. And you realize that sometimes drawing boundaries with some of the people that you love the most is one of the best acts of love you can do for them, because then they can recognize, okay, this is serious. They really mean it. And they love me. I know they love me. But them drawing these boundaries has kind of opened my eyes. And here's the thing. If they balk at you having boundaries, if they say, well, you never were like this before, then they're the type of person that gets mad about you having boundaries because they benefited from you not having any. Someone who truly loves you and truly wants to change or truly wants to heal or truly wants to grow won't balk at your boundaries. They will respect them. They will listen to what you have to say and take accountability and not run from the things that they've done, said, how they've hurt themselves, how they hurt others, how they've disappointed you, in whatever category this applies. Let's keep going. Okay, so then we have three cards that came out here, so we'll put those there. And then this is the Seven of Wands. This is about defending your stance. So some people around you may feel like you may be too harsh with them. Maybe you'll get some pushback from them, but you are standing your ground. Again, confirmation, bringing in truth, the harsh truth, the straightforward, intense truth. You can come forward. Let's work together if you are ready. If not, then I have these hard boundaries until you are ready. They push back and you're like, sorry, I'm defending where I'm standing. They may give you excuses as to why they couldn't do X, Y, Z, but it doesn't change the reality that they've disappointed. They've reneged on promises. They failed to fulfill things that they said that they would do. So your stance is like, I'm defending where I'm at. I'm defending my decision to do exactly what I think is best for me. Because when you think about them and say, oh, well, let me be a little bit easy on them. Let me not draw such a hard boundary. Well, then you're giving them another chance and you're putting your wants, needs, and desires aside. You have to start focusing and defining your boundaries and what you need, and let them rise to the occasion for themselves and for your connection. Strength card. Yes, Strength card doesn't have a negative. This is about inner strength and outer strength. Inner strength in the sense of recognizing what you need to do, what is healthy for you. Outer strength is standing in that power, 10 toes down on business. Not moving, not budging when it comes to what's best for you. Again, let them rise to the occasion. And maybe they won't fade away. Maybe they won't ghost. Maybe they won't, push off their healing or kicking the habit or whatever. They'll recognize, oh, they're serious. They're serious. They don't have the soft boundaries like they did before. This is hard boundaries. They're serious. Maybe I should actually take this serious. Knight of Cups. Honestly, I really love this because we have strength, 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 and then softness. It's almost as if this energy is like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm open to working with you, to understanding, to having you in my life, but you have to come correct. You can't come unless you've followed through on those promises, did the healing that you wanted to do, came through or followed through or was dependable or consistent in the way that you said you would be. No, I'm not budging from this. I'm standing on business 10 toes down. This is what I need for it to do. Because it's the way I show my self-love and how I'm going to bring love to you to help you recognize love, self-love, by doing the inner work you need to do. This Knight of Cups is bringing in love. But after all this, wands and strength and swords, I'm not doing all this to hurt you. I love you. And this is why I'm drawing these boundaries. Because I need to protect myself. And I need you to understand that you owe it to yourself to do this work. It's a way I can help bring love to you so you can understand you deserve love and recognize self-love. And then we have the Fool card. It's a new endeavor for this person. Whatever you're trying to help them understand, or help them be consistent in, and not run away from taking accountability, not falling back into old habits, not falling back into bad behaviors during moments of stress or argument. Having the courage, the bravery to move in a different direction, to encapsulate that full energy, to courageously and bravely move forward into the uncharted territory of showing up for yourself, loving yourself, being good to yourself, following through on promises, following through on declarations of love. It may be scary because you don't know what's going to be on the other side. But the idea of courage and bravery isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward even though you have those feelings because it needs to be done. Let's get one more card. Then we have the Three of Cups. Collective, I really love this reading. This person that you love and loves you has disappointed you, has failed you, has fallen short of the things they've promised, the love that they declared, the healing that they said they'd do, the habit or the addiction they said they would kick. They've fallen short over and over again, and you've given them chance after chance after chance, and it's heartbreaking to you. And the fact that they keep disappointing you almost feels like a betrayal, and they won't take accountability for the things that they do. They don't even recognize that they themselves are creating the cycle that they're so upset about, that they keep repeating over and over again, and they see the cycle, but they haven't really, truly went for it to really change, to really want to change. And here you are standing strong, saying, here's the truth. We can be together, work together, be in a relationship, be close once more, if you do the work. No, I am not going to move from my position. This is the boundary I am setting. I have given you chance after chance after chance after chance. This is what I require. I love you, but love doesn't excuse bad behavior. Love doesn't excuse breaking promises. Love doesn't excuse popping in and out of my life, making me feel like I'm disposable because it's inconvenient for you to take accountability for how you hurt me and hurt you. I'm standing in my power, not because I want to hurt you, but because I want to help you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you love yourself, to heal you. It's something new for you with this full energy. It's something new for them. It's uncharted. It is unknown. And this adventure energy, this full energy, can come with ups and downs. But at the end of this road, between you and this energy, there is reconciliation. There is the possibility of reunion, reconnection, best friends coming closer again, mending and strengthening family bonds, reuniting with your soulmate or your twin flame that both your souls long for so much. But somebody has to make that hard decision of drawing the line in the sand and saying, hey, sorry. This is emotional. Saying, hey, I love you, whoever they are. And because I love you, I'm drawing this boundary that you're going to need to respect for me and for you. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment and happiness. I do think, collective, that the way you're approaching this, or the way that I see some of you are approaching this or thinking about approaching this, I honestly really applaud it, because it is not easy. I said it in readings a long time ago, but there is strength running through your veins, and you can do it, and so can they. Let me get one oracle for the collective. Sorry, I'm trying to find the oracle that I want to use. So we're going to get one oracle for the person you're connected to, and one oracle for you. Let's get oracles for the person connected to the collective. Okay. So we have surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Okay. Surrender negative thinking. Interesting. Surrender obsessive thinking and then surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts start to surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. And then the last one is, wow. Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. I mean, these could be huge reasons as to why this person, collective, hasn't made the change and has been running from taking accountability and doing the work to heal, to change, to become more dependable, more consistent, more welcoming of love because of obsessive thinking, negative thinking, and low self-esteem. Man, that's intense. All right, collective, let me move the tarot deck out of the way. Let's get some oracle for you. Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective specifically? Okay, so we have forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful and has the capacity to heal and transform. This is what I was saying. This is not about punishing this person. Drawing the boundaries is the next step in your working towards your greatest good. It's to forgive them for their shortcomings, but also forgiveness doesn't mean the allowance of more opportunities to fall short. You can say, I understand that you're having a hard time. I'm understanding that you're on this journey, and I can forgive how you hurt me. However, I'm drawing this boundaries because I don't want to welcome any more hurt in my life, disappointment in my life. It's not bad to protect your peace. Two things can be true at the same time: forgiveness and also creating boundaries so you don't open yourself up to that disappointment again. Collective, this was really emotional, and I'm sorry. Nope, I'm not going to apologize for my tears because I was channeling you, collective. So someone in there was moved to tears because I'm confirming what you all are going through. And also, I'm a squishy reader, so when tears are felt in the collective, you know Angel's going to be having a few tears falling herself because I'm feeling what you all are feeling. I may not know exactly your situation, the details, the minutia of it, but I can feel those waves of emotion. I'm feeling it again. Be strong, my beautiful collective. You can do this. And through your strength, they find strength. And eventually, you guys can come together again in reunion, reconnection, and reconciliation. As friends, as renewed and strengthened family bonds, or that soulmate, twin flame, divine connection that you've been hoping for all these years. This is Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I will see you at the next reading.